Austin is sleeping. So sorry about the voice, I have a cold. Austin is sleeping and I'm going to start making some salad for dinner. See how long this lasts because typically it's only about 15 minutes. So we'll see how this goes. For this video, I wanted to show you guys a few tools and techniques that we use to stay minimalistic as new parents and to stay organized as well. Hopefully you can find some solace using some of these tools and techniques if you are becoming a new parent. So far so good. She's still sleeping. The main reason that I decided to do this is so that my daughter can look back and laugh at our lives. Also just to kind of relive it and remember some of the things from our perspective that she saw in a different light, for her to remember things that she didn't remember. And I think these formative years they're all formative years, but these first 5 years are so important in her development. I think it would be just so beautiful for everyone to be able to see those years and see it from somebody else's perspective, because your world is shaped by the way that you were raised and all of the input and all of your experiences, and so hopefully she can look back and love these. One of the tools that I recently found is a scanner app that you can download on your phone for free, and you can scan in any kind of documents that you'd like. So how it does that is it takes a picture of your document and you can turn it into a PDF, a JPEG, and then there are a few other formats that you can turn it into. You can have it upload automatically to your drive. The reason that I am using this is because I have a ton of keepsakes. I really like to keep birthday cards and thank you cards and letters that people have written me, especially for our daughter now. So I really wanted to be able to see those without having to keep the physical card. I am such a minimalist now that it's just a complete waste of space to me to keep all of that, especially when I rarely go through those. But I do want to go through them every now and again so that I can remember who said what. I can call that person back and say, hey, I love you, thank you. And so Prismo is the app that I have been using. I've uploaded a few down here. You can take a photo of the document, you just lay it flat in a well-lit area, and it will automatically size up your document. Then you can easily change that if it gets it incorrect. Something that I noticed that might be kind of a tactic to get you to buy the upgrade, I think it's $13.99 for the upgrade, so that you are able to unlock several other features such as color grading. It's capturing some of my documents really wonky. Here's the original and here's what it captured. So my camera doesn't even capture images this horribly, so I think it's altering them in some way. And again, I can't fix this. I have to save it just like it is unless I upgrade to the pro version. That's a little bit slimy to me. I don't really like that, but it might be worth it because the accessibility, the streamlined process, the user friendliness of this app is incredible. I really love it. I have scanned in a ton of cards here in just 10 minutes. It's so quick. This app is much quicker than opening up the scanner, your printer scanner, laying something down, closing the scanner top, pressing scan, all of that good stuff. This is much faster. Okay, update. So I did go ahead and purchase the pro version of the app. Here's the original. Here is with the not pro version. This is the free version of the app. And then if I adjust it now with the pro version of the app, much better. So definitely a little bit gimmicky if you don't get the pro version. For sure, well worth it if you have a ton of documents that you want to keep and organize virtually versus physically. I will link Prismo in the description below so that you can access it and download it and check it out. She's waking up. Hey, Tootsie, what are you doing? the other ways that we are minimalist with having a child has been to all switch to the same detergent. So previously we just kind of used whatever. We typically try to find something that is eco-friendly, but we definitely had to have something that was hypoallergenic for our daughter so that it doesn't irritate her skin. So we just decided, let's all just switch over to the same detergent. It saves us money, saves us time, and there's one bottle of detergent. This is the brand we're using right now, Purex. It seems to be okay. It's not ideal, but for the price point, it's pretty good. We're using this for now, and again, if we find a brand that we like a little bit better on sale, we'll purchase that. Next, we also use dryer balls instead of dryer sheets. So these are just wool balls that we purchased, I believe, at Walmart. You can find them on Amazon, tons of different brands. Do try to make sure that they are wool. That has also saved us a lot of money on buying the dryer sheets. Also, there's no synthetics in the dryer balls. They don't really work if you have a big load of laundry, but they work really, really well if you have medium to small loads of laundry. And it also softens your clothes really well, kind of turns them up in there and presses against them a little bit more than obviously your dryer sheet would. So these have been a wonderful asset if our lab dog doesn't continue to eat them. Our lab dog thinks that the dryer balls are her balls and she chews them up all the time. So we've got to figure that out. Something else to note is that since we use the same detergent, we can also wash all of our clothes in the same washes, and that is a huge time and money saver. Next on our minimalism list is putting all of our bottles in just the regular dish strainer. We did not purchase an extra bottle holder, bottle dryer for her bottles. We just put them in our regular dish drainer. It's the same thing. It's got lots of ventilation underneath, so you know that your bottles are getting dry. On top of that, we also only purchased a certain amount. So I think we have 8 bottles right now. As we use them throughout the day, sometimes I will fill up a bowl of warm water with dish soap and I'll throw them in there for the time being, and then I'll wash them as I go, put them in the strainer. Other times I will immediately wash the bottle after she has eaten, and then I'll put it right away. We're never running out of bottles. We kind of wanted to be minimalistic. We didn't want a ton of bottles rolling around everywhere, and there's really no point, especially when you just make it a habit, wash it out, put it to dry. Next on our minimalistic list for raising a baby is to just use her pack and play for a crib instead of buying both a crib and a pack and play. We did a ton of research on this. Essentially, one of the reasons that people advised against just doing the pack and play was because the mattress on the pack and play isn't very comfortable. So we compensated for that by getting her a mattress to add into the pack and play. Another reason that this is such a great idea, or at least works for us, is because it also had a little bouncer that came with it. It also came with the bassinet so that you can transition from bassinet style to the pack and play. So it takes this mattress and lowers it all the way down to make it into a pack and play. It also came with a little changing table there that is waterproof. You can just wipe anything up that is spilled there. This was definitely a great idea. We can take it with us if we're traveling, if we're going to her grandparents' house, fold it up, take it to them. They don't have to keep a separate pack and play at their house. We can just travel with this one. We don't have a crib to break down. Next is clothing. And clothing can become really, really expensive, and 90% of my clothing is secondhand. So I go to places like Goodwill. There are several different secondhand stores that only take name brands, and it has to be of a certain quality. Oftentimes you'll find clothing that is brand new, literally still has the tags on it for a fraction of the cost. So I'll go to Goodwill, find a little Carter's onesie that's typically $7. It'll be there for $1.50. That's an incredible savings, and there's absolutely no reason to buy it full price when you can buy it 10 times cheaper. Most of her clothing is secondhand. A lot of it was hand-me-down. We did get a lot of it for her baby shower, but anything else that we've added to the collection has been secondhand from Goodwill. If I'm shopping for myself, I'll get on Pinterest, I'll find several outfits that I like, and then I'll go to to the secondhand store and I'll essentially find those pieces to that outfit that are almost exactly the same. And then you've got the exact outfit that you were looking for to begin with. You don't have to go to a store charging full price. We just wash it up when we get it home, make sure that it's clean, and we're good to go. While we're on the topic of clothing, I did want to address the issue of how to organize the clothing. That was a big disaster in my head for a long time. I was trying to figure out how in the world should you organize the clothing. Should you organize it by the type, so like sleepers and then onesies and then socks and hats, or should you organize it by type and age? I did so much research on how to organize, and for us, this works best. So what I did was organize it first by age and then by type. So as you can see on my little labels here, I've got 0 to 3 months PJs, 0 to 3 months sleepers, 0 to 3 months shirts, 0 to 3 months pants. And then you can, obviously, if you've got a different way to name those items, you can do that. Next is 3 to 6 months, and then the next is 6 to 9 months in the next drawer. One of the things that I told myself was when we filled each drawer with those items, we were done. That's enough clothing for those 3 months or that section of time. We decided that once those drawers were completely filled, then we're good to go on clothing. We have a little hanging closet that we made over here with the shelf. We're gonna fill that up. It looks like it's pretty well filled, but again, that's all the clothes. We try to keep it at a minimum because she grows so fast anyways. There's no point in having a ton of excess clothing. To be honest with you, I feel like I have missed out on so many adorable outfits to put her in because she's growing so fast, but also because we received so many cute ones that it's hard to keep her in a different one every day. While it has not yet been applicable for us because she hasn't been with us when she's old enough to do this, we will in the future for Christmases to keep on the minimalistic side and to keep organized, and mainly to teach her that we really, really value the items that we have, the physical things that we have. We are going to stick to for Christmases something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read. And I know a lot of parents do this, but I think that it's really important, not only for her, but I think we're gonna do it for ourselves as well, my husband and I, so that we're not just bringing a ton of crap that you end up throwing away, and you can really, really think about what you're going to get the person you're thinking of. All right, guys, so let me know what other minimalistic organization tools and techniques you are looking for. I can easily make a part 2 to this video. It doesn't just have to be dealing with being a parent or raising a child. It can be in any area of your life. I have these all throughout my life, including in my business and just everywhere. So please let me know other areas that you're looking for minimalistic organization. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon.